What if I told you that America's best-designed city wasn't some sun-drenched coastal hub or a glittering metropolis, but Buffalo, New York? Yeah, I know, it's a claim that sounds almost unbelievable, right? It challenges pretty much everything you might think you know about the city. But today, we're going to dig into the powerful evidence behind that very bold statement.
And look, this isn't just some local pride talking. That quote, it comes from Frederick Law Olmsted, the visionary guy who co-designed Central Park, and you could argue the most important city planner in American history. So when a mind like that makes a claim that bold, you kind of have to stop and ask, why? And that's exactly what we're about to do.
So what's the real story here? Is Buffalo just another forgotten Rust Belt city? Or is it an overlooked masterpiece, hiding in plain sight this whole time? That's the question we're here to answer.
And here's what makes Olmsted's claim so powerful. It's when he said it. This wasn't some sales pitch to get a job. He made this declaration before he was hired to design his own legendary park system for the city. He saw that a work of genius was already there, a foundation that he could build on.
This brings us right to the city's blueprint. See, Buffalo's incredible design isn't the work of just one person. It's really the story of two brilliant minds working decades apart. It's like two layers of genius, one built right on top of the other.
So first up, way back in 1804, you have Joseph Ellicott. His brother helped design Washington, D.C., and Ellicott brought that grand, Baroque vision to Buffalo, laying down a grid, but then overlaying it with these awesome radial streets. It created these really elegant, dramatic views. Then, more than 60 years later, Olmsted shows up, and his idea was revolutionary. He didn't just want to put a park in the city, he decided to put the city in a park. He created America's very first comprehensive park system, using beautiful tree-lined parkways to connect all these green spaces, all of it built on the bones of Ellicott's original plan.
So, you've got this incredible urban canvas. What happens next? Well, you attract the best artists in the world to come and paint on it. The city's unique layout, with these fantastic building sites, it just set the stage for some of America's greatest architects to come to town and do their absolute best work.
And when I say the best, I mean the absolute best. We're talking about the holy trinity of American architecture: H. Richardson, Louis Sullivan, and Frank Lloyd Wright. Now get this. Buffalo is one of only 2 cities on the entire planet where you can see masterpieces by all 3 of these legends. That alone is just extraordinary. Let's start with H. Richardson. He was commissioned to design the Buffalo State Hospital, and it was the largest project of his entire career. The result was this magnificent, powerful landmark. Its use of rough-cut sandstone in these deep, cavernous archways was so distinct it actually gave birth to an entire architectural style, Richardsonian Romanesque.
Then you have Louis Sullivan. His Guarantee building is just an absolute masterpiece of early modern architecture. It soars, covered in this ornate, incredibly detailed terracotta. It was really the fullest expression of a brand new style for skyscrapers, and it perfectly mirrored the confidence and the power of Buffalo at its absolute peak.
And of course, Frank Lloyd Wright. Buffalo has one of the largest collections of his work anywhere, and the crown jewel is the Darwin Martin Estate. And this is where it all comes together so beautifully. Wright's masterpiece wasn't just built in Buffalo, it was built within a neighborhood that was originally designed by Frederick Law Olmsted himself. It's all connected.
But the story takes a turn. Like so many American cities, Buffalo made some huge mistakes in the middle of the 20th century. A new vision of progress came along, one that valued the automobile above everything else. And boy, did it come with a heavy cost.
Just take Humboldt Parkway, for example. This wasn't just a street, it was one of Olmsted's grand parkways, 200 feet wide, lined with multiple rows of these spectacular American elm trees. People who lived there described walking through cathedrals of green. It was a true masterpiece. And what's truly chilling is how this destruction was seen at the time. I mean, just listen to this quote. It's haunting. The mindset back then was that highways were the ultimate symbol of being modern. Tearing down this beautiful natural cathedral, it wasn't seen as a tragedy, it was celebrated as progress.
So the Kensington Expressway was just rammed right through the middle of Humboldt Parkway, completely obliterating it. The Scotiaquada Expressway sliced right through the heart of Delaware Park. These projects didn't just destroy green space, they tore entire neighborhoods apart and committed what many call the ultimate sin of urban planning. They built a wall of concrete that cut the city completely off from its spectacular waterfront.
But that is not where this story ends. Not even close.
Because if there's one thing you need to know about Buffalo, it's that this is a city of fighters. The story of the last few decades has been one of incredible resilience and a movement led by its own citizens to reclaim and restore the city's soul.
And what's truly astonishing, what's just mind-blowing is this. Despite all of that destruction, a full 80% of Frederick Law Olmsted's original park and parkway system is still here today. The bones of the best-designed city in America, they survived.
So how did this comeback happen? It really started from the ground up, with just sustained effort from citizens. Grassroots groups formed to save the landmarks that everybody else had given up on. Their passion led to these incredible restorations, like bringing the Darwin Martin House and the magnificent Lafayette Hotel back to their former glory. And that success, in turn, fueled the rebirth of once abandoned districts like Larkinville. Now it's buzzing with life, and the reclamation of the waterfront. And now the final step is happening. They're reconnecting the city itself with new bike lanes and thriving walkable neighborhoods like Elmwood Village. This quote just nails the mentality perfectly. It's a grassroots, never-give-up kind of spirit. It's not about one single giant project. It's about thousands of people deciding, block by block, building by building, that they are going to bring their city back and make it even better. So what does all this mean for you? It means that Buffalo isn't just a city with a great history. It's a city with an exciting present and a really wide-open future. And this is your invitation to come and see it for yourself.
I mean, this is why a visit to Buffalo is so unique. It's a chance to actually walk through a visionary city plan, not just read about it. It's a place where you can stand in front of masterpieces by the three greatest American architects, all in a single afternoon. You get to witness this incredibly powerful story of urban resilience, explore these vibrant, walkable neighborhoods, and discover a city that is just famously friendly and open to new ideas.
I really want to leave you with this final thought. Visiting Buffalo today, it isn't about touring a museum of what the city used to be. It's about stepping into a living, breathing laboratory of urban renewal. It's a city that's not just coming back, it's emerging into something entirely new, built on the bones of one of the greatest urban designs the world has ever seen. So come see it emerging.